Sometimes it feels as though everything is lasting forever. The future is like the sun. You know it exists. When you look up, however, all you see is the present spread out in front of you like an unrelenting grey. At other times, it feels as though nothing lasts for long enough. The ephemerality of life is most clear in the passing of people you love. Death has a way of making any length of time feel too short. Life is ephemeral. Even when the sky is so thick with grey you doubt the sun exists, life is ephemeral. There is sorrow in that fact, and there is joy to be found there too. I think there is healing in talking about the wound. I need to retire from public transport. That's a thing I've wanted to do for time now. All I do is get to the bus stop and wait for time. I swear. And that's not even the half of it. Look, Southern Rail are pagans. I said Southern Rail are pagans. I don't know what man's paying for. I paid tax once. Lord knows I don't ever want to do that again. Lord knows. What does the Lord know? Does the Lord know me though? I want to talk to God, but I'm afraid. A living hypocrite. And you don't have to go far to find someone who will say so. I'm one of them metal water bottles, except I don't get warm in the day glow. Let me find the shade or dark and I excel. Doing wrong is what I know best. Living by the book is a habit that I'm yet to make. I'm making bad decisions, like leaving my top screwed on. I said, I'm one of them metal water bottles. Did you know, because I didn't, that if you leave it with the lid on over time, it will start smelling funny. So when you store it with the lid off. Where am I going with this? I stink when I'm not open. I stink when I'm not vulnerable. I stink like whitewashed tombs with old bones. I stink like, yeah, I have farted on the central line at rush hour in the summer before. I've stopped writing poems for me that were undelivered letters to you. I've grown up now. I just had my last ever birthday, which is to say I won't be celebrating those no more. A yearly reminder that I'm further from birth, which is to say I'm closer to death, and the dash on my tombstone still ain't as lit as it should be. I'm mumbling and murmuring through life, so I've started to pray again. Others can't, but maybe God will understand me. Short-term pleasure or long-term family. I talk to myself in proverbs and cliches, but still do the same. Still don't change. I need to retire from life. It's trying. We are all busy surviving, only making time when a life stops. Not everybody is dying, but everybody is going to die. The body is just a toothpaste tube, and when life's done, there's nothing more you can put back in. I put backs in and tried to keep going, but I'm not a good enough poet to go to bed with lines still in my head. I know sleep is a thief just trying to be deaf.
I like Lovers Rock, keeps me chill. I don't even know what you would call the genre, but UK music, which I want to say neo soul, but I don't know if it's actually neo soul. And then I think, if I want to relax, see, but my relaxation and everybody else's relaxation, because I feel like singing along to Ari Lennox is relaxing, but I don't know if that's like, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna relax to Ari Lennox, because anyone in my vicinity can't be relaxed because I'll be singing, hitting high notes that I can't hit. I think that answers your question, maybe.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, it does. Thank you.
So like maybe some Anderson .Paak, maybe Malibu, that might be something. Maybe some Chronics, maybe like also like some J Hus as well. Like, and like, so I feel like when you say self-care, you think of like calm, but I think sometimes as well you need to just be like hype and like mad aggressive and just like grah and like moving mad. So Parsley, I don't even know if that's how you say his name, but yeah, just yeah, that too. That's a beautiful question. I feel like music and poetry, there's like a symbiotic relationship. I feel like it's pretty obvious that they're related. And I think that for me, I will write a lot to music. Like I will write for music. I'll write things to music. But I think that like there's times where I just need silence as well. But there's times where it's like I'm listening to music or I'm listening to a song, and then it's a question of now I want space to make some poetry, or now I want space to do some writing. And I'll need that silence, but just because the music isn't playing, it doesn't mean that it's not still like there, it's not still like living in you. And so I think the relationship between music and poetry, it's like, they're related, and they're not like cousins neither. I feel like they're like siblings, but they're siblings that get on, so not like siblings that get on and are like close in age. Not twins, but like close, like, I don't know, yeah. Just bare lovers rock, I'd say Money in My Pocket by Dennis Brown. I would say Dumpling Vinegar Pepper. I don't know what it's called, but Tiger. Basically, any song by Tiger. It takes me back to like just those family settings. Or okay, so when you listen to certain songs like Knife and Fork or Fight for Dumpling, like the lyrics, or when you're listening to certain lyrics and you're like, what is going on here? And then you're just watching your parents and they're like, yo, what you know about this tune? Like, this is our tune. And I'm like, you lot, this doesn't even make sense. But you're there and you're vibing too, and you're like, yeah, this is a bop. But it's, yeah, those are the moments where it's like, yeah, those kinds of tunes, they're like the old tunes, but not necessarily just like the Beres and the classics that you're feeling, but also the ones that are like, I guess what would now be like the party tunes, but you're listening to them and you're like, this is so different, but also 100% I want to party to this, and I kind of low-key missed that I didn't get to party to this too. Okay, so like I'm gonna give an example. So Chance the Rapper's Colouring Book as an album, I will put that album on if I'm just like, I need joy in my life, or I need to feel like I need joy, and like the whole album I think is a route into that. It's like a route into that. If I can't find it for myself and I can't figure it out, it gives me access to that. I think about Earl Sweatshirt, and like from Doris to I Don't Go Outside to some rap songs, like just if I'm feeling great and I want to feel great and I don't want to go anywhere else, but I want lyrics, I want people, I want someone that understands that and a mood to match that. There's healing and there's a comfort in being able to find that. I think any time that my heart has been broken, I've put on Take Care by Drake, because you know it's just what you do. And I feel like for me, if I think about like the healing process or my relationship to music in that sense, it's albums. I'll go to albums and I'll soak myself in the artist and I'll live in the artist's words. I went for a walk the other day and I was listening to What's Going On by Marvin Gaye. Just like I listened to it like 3 times on the walk, and just that ability to like live and soak an album and feel like you're like they're talking to your experience, but you're also transported to them and what they were doing. And I feel like that shared sharing, innit? Like sharing, when you start sharing with someone, I feel like that's kind of when the healing takes place. And music is just beautiful because there's bare people that put themselves in records and say, here's a bit of me, and just let you share them. And that's wild. It's miraculous. It's amazing.
Yo, I feel like, yeah, it's mad. I'm up in the clouds, innit? I'm up in the clouds. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. I hope you're all with me. Yeah, just vibing, innit? Vibing. I believe there is healing in talking about the wounds. Heavy is the head of the bed with all these glass bottles, all these empty shells that won't topple. Can't break the vice as it tightens, so pour me another. And if you see me stumble, don't heckle, but don't feel sorry or stretch arms for me, because if I did not want to fall, then you wouldn't see me jump. This is like Matrix 2 and I'ma land on the lorry, and if I blow up, I pray that no one grabs me out of the fire. Let me spirit dance in the flames, cause if she ain't scared, then I ain't neither. I won't level with the devil, I won't tell him about my rider. I'ma pour a little something, I'ma be fine after. I think there is healing in talking about the wounds. Tell my friends that it's no problem. Yeah, it's a vice, but we all got 'em. When the panic strikes, we need something. You choose prayer. I'm getting used to brown spirits. Not my best choice, but I'm in it. I will stop, just let me finish. I'll come off the mount in a minute. I will stagger right down, 2-step in. I'm here. There's no whoa, man. I just function. Ain't foresee me moving straight like Caucasian. Sky's all pink and peach. I bet it tastes like juice. Color so clear, I'm sober. Cloud so pretty, I'm gone. Future so dark, it's purple. The only good things are brown. She never lets me stay all blue. A hug from her is summer. Julius, like Barbados, warms me down to my bones. I'm talking about love, not liquor. swear I don't have a problem. I'ma pour one more glass. I'ma take one last sip, and this will be my last damn drink, and I'ma leave the date on this so everyone can see I lie. I'ma leave the date on this so everyone can see I lie. I think that there is healing in talking about the wounds. Um, yo. So that's we're doing some poems. We're doing some poems. Yeah, just with the vibe. We're thinking of healing. We're thinking of we're thinking of that. We're in the clouds. We're calm. It's vibey. We're here. And yeah, I think I don't know. I wanted to just talk a little bit about the things that I've just been grateful for during like lockdown, and yeah, I said the L word. But yeah, no, we're in our third lockdown now, and there's bare I miss in it. I miss hugs. I miss the theater. I miss going to the cinema. I miss going shisha. I don't even like shisha, but my boys like shisha, and I miss my boys. So I miss shisha. I miss open mics. I miss bantering with an audience. I like to tell myself the audience is miss bantering with me as well, because man's bare funny in it. I miss coming home late. I miss hugs. I miss bear in it. But because of all of the missing, I'm learning what I need to get by, and so at the time, okay, cool. So right now, I have mad. Okay, so right now I have 99 unread messages, unread convos in my WhatsApp. So I'm not the best at being social, but even with that caveat, I've learned that I cannot live without my friends. I need to talk to people. I need the unprovoked phone calls. I need the voice notes that are so long they end in an apology. I need the messages that you kind of take a while to reply to because you want to be honest. I need the check-ins. I need the banter. I need the love. And I've also really needed art. And so there's been books that I've just needed. I needed They Can't Kill Us Until They Kill Us by Hanif Abdurraqib. I needed Where the Memory Was by Hibak Osman. I needed Open Water by Caleb Azuma Nelson. Oh my gosh, I needed that. I Go for Long Walks Now, the poem by Omar Bainon. There's been albums and music that I've needed as well. Oh my gosh, I needed some rap songs by Earl. I needed Jay Huss. I needed Ari Lennox. I needed Government Tropicana by Lex Amore. I needed Gang by Heady One. I needed Duppy by Big Zoo and Jevon. Eternal Light, okay, by Chronics and the Free Nationals. Anything Lovers Rock. 8 Miles to Mona, I think that's how you say it, by Tall Black Guy. Oh my gosh, Metal Fingers presents Special Herbs Volume 1 and 2, MF Doom. And Sacrifices, okay, by Dreamville, Earth Gang, Sabah. Who else is on it? There's one more person on it, Smino as well, and J. Cole. Yeah, that's my tune. That's my absolute tune. And then I've needed Desperate Housewives. I've needed The Office. I've needed Bear in it, and that's kind of, yeah. I don't know, man. Like, you need art, you need music, you need books, you need your people, you need all of that kind of stuff, and it's beautiful. And I wanna thank everybody. I wanna thank my people. I want to thank all those artists for putting that art and putting those things out into the world so that we can have it. I'm going to read an excerpt from my show, Little Rum with Grandma. Yeah, I'm just gonna read an excerpt of it. So let's go again. Let's keep the vibe. I believe that there is healing in talking about the wounds. I will choose my boys over buildings. I live in Croydon. Everywhere is far to people who don't live here, but distance ain't a thing to me. I count myself lucky. Most all my people are still alive. Then again, maybe I've just not lived long enough to have people desert me. Sometimes I find myself waiting for morbid news because who gets to be this lucky? How can so many of the people that I love still be alive? We hear news about people dying every day. Yesterday I told the man them that I love them because death doesn't discriminate with age. It comes for the whole spectrum, the youngest to the oldest. Everyone's eligible for a funeral from birth. I need to tell my people that I love them more often. Sometimes my voice speaks and it shifts me off my axis, makes me remember that I'm not the largest object in this solar system. Planets don't revolve around me. I'm so self-centered. I barely remember family members' birthdays, and I don't mean like uncles or cousins that I don't see. I mean immediate family members. I've written a play for my nan and I almost forgot her birthday this year. I tell people not to take it personally if I forget their birthday, which is really just a poor way of saying don't expect me to remember you. I'm selfish. I don't remember anybody. Last year, my boy told me about some family news. We're in a park sitting on a bench speaking before we go and kick ball, and he's telling me how his sister isn't doing so well and everything that's been going on, and I'm watching the words that are coming out of his mouth, but I can't understand how he's keeping it together. I know this man. Still, I didn't know what this man was going through. Recently, he gave an update in the group chat, told us some good news about his sister, and we were happy for him. I thought about the last time we spoke on it and realized I hadn't checked in on him since the park bench. It's like we got up to kick ball and I left the conversation behind. At least a year. And I couldn't care enough to check in on him for that. I appreciate the patience of all my loved ones. I'm sure for so many people, I meet the criteria of needing to be cut off, and at some point, God is going to snuff out my light and there will be no time to improve. Death can't be a surprise. It's the only thing we know is definitely going to happen. Still, it catches us unawares. Like the beauty of deep purples in a sunset. My people are alive. I need to behave like that means something. I believe that there is healing in talking about the wounds.